Hi folks. Well, today I would like to talk to you about flags. That's it, kids. Yeah, that's what this is. A representation of the American flag. But I'm not going to start off with the American flag. A company in Italy recently came out with an iPhone cell phone cover. And the cover had looked like this. That was it, kids. Now that's the flag of the Japanese Navy. That flag is over 100 years old. Well, the company in Italy had to apologize for making an iPhone cover like that. Yeah! And why they apologized? Because a number of Koreans complained to them. They said that that flag is just like the Nazi flag. You understand that? You put that flag over there, that's putting the Nazis over there. No difference. To which I have to say, really? Or as we say in Japan, Majikayo! There's a big difference between this flag and the Nazis. And let me give you an example. The Nazi flag was only the flag of Germany during Hitler's reign of about 13 years. The Japanese naval flag has been around for approximately, 120 years or so. So it has an older history, and it went through various governments in Japan as it being the flag of the Japanese Navy. What the Koreans complained about this is, about the representation of that flag, is why the Japanese, they occupied our peninsula and they committed horrible crimes when they did that. So when we see their flag, we see Nazis. The Japanese were not Nazis, alright? As a matter of fact, there was a Japanese ambassador in Eastern Europe during the time when the country was occupied by the Nazis. He's responsible for saving close to 6,000 Jews from being exterminated. Now that's a Nazi to you, is that? I don't think so. But let's get back to the Korean Peninsula with the Japanese flag. Now, Korea was part of Japan for approximately 35 years, alright? Remember, the flag's over 120 years old, but for about 35 years, Korea was part of Japan. Now, during that 35 years, as a result, you'll get many Koreans say, why, they were brutal, they were barbaric, they committed all sorts of crimes. And the Japanese would say, we developed the country, we built up infrastructure, educational institutions, we gave them work, we helped with their economy. So there are two different versions as to what happened during this 35 years. So now, the reason why I'm saying that is, now let's look at this flag. Flag of these here, United States of America. For 100 years, approximately, with this flag, with the Native Americans in America, their lands were stolen under this flag. They were massacred under this flag. Treaties were broken under this flag. Their children were taken away from them and sent to special schools to take the Native American out of them under this flag. And there's no dispute. Both sides in this discussion agree that what was done under this flag to the Native Americans was wrong. Yet you go to a Native American reservation, those are lands set aside in the United States belonging solely to Native Americans, and they're all over the country. You know what you're going to find there? This. Well, not this shirt, not this mug, but that flag. That's what you'll find there. The Native Americans of 21st century America are proud to display the flag of these here United States of America, even though for approximately 100 years they suffered under this flag. But you know what else they did with this flag, the Native Americans? They joined the army. They fought for this flag in the Spanish-American War, the First World War, the Second World War, the Korean War, Vietnam, Persian Gulf, Afghanistan, Iraq, for this flag. So what I'm saying here is, you got the Koreans with the situation with Japan, which is controversial whether these things happened or not. Well, let's just say they did happen, but it was a 35-year span. And yet they're still holding the hate from so long ago. Yet the Native Americans have no hate. Now there's resentment, I'm sure, for what happened to them, but they have no hate towards this flag. So what's the difference here? What's the difference between Native Americans and Koreans? I mean, after all, it is thought that Native Americans originated in Asia. So there should be some sort of connectivity here between the two peoples, except for the fact one hates and holds grudges, and the other one is not holding hate. Now they may hold grudges, but they're not holding hate. I would suggest that those people in Korea, and I'm not saying all Koreans, I'm saying those people in Korea that are offended by this flag, perhaps you need to re-examine what's going on with you inwardly, that you relish the thought of harboring hate towards a nation who presents no trouble to you today. Never mind the past, today. Because today your interests are interlocked with Japan as far as military and the economy, and what mutual enemies you have in Asia. That's why you should be continuing good or maintaining good relations with Japan and keep the past in the past. Now don't say you forget about it, but don't keep resurrecting it as a vehicle for hate. Now look at this flag. That's the flag of the Hermit Kingdom. North Korea, communist North Korea, on the Korean Peninsula. They're still killing Koreans in the South. Just a couple of months ago, a year ago, they're lobbing bombs, they're sinking your boats, they're shooting the tourists, they're arresting people. Yet I don't see the hate towards that flag. Is that a Nazi flag? No. But this flag is the evil flag. Alright folks, I don't understand it. Can you explain to me why a lot of people of Korean heritage or Koreans hold this hate? I'm confused. Alright, we'll see. Oh, let's back up a little bit. This flag, the flag of these here United States of America, dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan. Yet I don't hear the Japanese expressing any hate towards the American flag. As a matter of fact, to the contrary. When I was in Japan and we spoke at conferences, they proudly displayed the American flag right alongside the Japanese flag. And the first time I mentioned to them, it is not necessary to raise the American flag, because not that I'm ashamed of being American, but because I acknowledge the fact I'm in Japan. And the national flag of Japan is the Japanese flag, not the American flag. But they insisted on keeping the American flag out of respect. You see? No hate. Respect. That's what friends do to one another. They respect each other. That's what sane people do. They identify a mutual interest and expand upon that. Not hate. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. And may peace be with you. See ya.